All right, booze loving fam. Today is a very, very, very special day. We're going to get to that in just a second. But about 2 weeks ago, one of my reps came to me. They were having an Oregon Pinot Noir Blitz, and he had a ton of options that I had never heard of. And I looked into this one, Argyle Winery, and all of their Pinot Noirs sounded delicious. In particular, this one called Nut House really, really caught my attention. Unfortunately, that one is super expensive. And I was like, well, I really want it, but it's probably not right for my account. So we brought in the entry-level Argyle Pinot Noir, this one right here. So I did want to try the Nut House, so I went ahead and purchased just a bottle for myself, just to see if it's worth the price that it is. But we are currently carrying the entry-level Pinot Noir. So I wanted to go ahead and review them both so that I could give you my opinion. Now, when I bought said expensive bottle of wine, I told myself, this is gonna be for like a special occasion because the other adults in my household don't generally drink wine. So if I open a bottle of wine, I'm pretty much drinking that bottle of wine all on my own. So to drink a bottle of wine that is that costly, there needs to be a reason. So, enter reason. He's big mad, doesn't want to do this. But today is everybody's favorite little rescue kitty's 1 year birthday. Yay, Trooper, we did it! So those of you that don't know, Trooper, we found him and his litter abandoned in our garage. Just a few hours old, and we thought that they were all gonna die, and most of them did. But this guy survived, and today is his 1 year birthday, and we're very, very proud of him. And since it's his 1 year birthday and he's a proper little man, I went ahead and I made him his little own bottle of Cat Bernet. So he's gonna drink some wine with me today. A little quality mommy-son wine time. Right, Boopy? He is not interested in his cat wine. Whatever. We'll just leave that there for him. So this is the entry level. Okay, this is a really great Pinot Noir. It's very, very, very light bodied. It has quite a bit of structure in the finish. From a flavor standpoint, it's pretty straightforward. I'm getting a lot of like red cherry, a little bit of like citrusy zest in the finish. Very easy drinking. I could drink quite a lot of this. You know, as light bodied as it is, in the front, the finish, especially as it continues to evolve, really has a surprising amount of like tannic structure. Really, really impressive. I mean, the entry-level Pinot Noir comes in probably somewhere between like $22 and $27. I think I have it on my shelf right now, like right at $22. And I would say that it's 100% worth every single penny you're spending on it. I'm really excited to try the more like luxury tier. Well, so Trooper did not like the Cat Bernet, but this is his brother, Fry Guy. And Fry Guy, Mr. Philip J., he likes it quite a bit, so I guess I'm not a total failure. Now this is super tasty. The flavor profile is really, really typical for a Willamette Valley Pinot Noir, so not a lot of surprises in the palate, but the body on it is super, super impressive. So moving on to the Nut House, which I'm super excited for. Oh man, this one smells super earthy, and there's like a little fly guy running around my dining room. I don't appreciate it. Like, who invited you? This smells real jammy and kind of spicy. Whoa, that is incredibly, incredibly rich. I feel like most of the time with Pinot Noirs, I get like a lot of cherry, and there's definitely cherry in here, and I usually get berries, but this is weird because I'm getting strawberry in here, which is a wildly light fruit to be picking up in a Pinot Noir. I typically don't pick up super light fruits. However, it kind of makes sense because the nut house is a whole cluster fermentation Pinot Noir. So that is exactly what it sounds like. They harvest the grapes in a whole cluster, and that's how they ferment them. Stems, seeds, everything. And so depending on at what age the cluster is pulled, those stems are going to lend like different types of flavors. Man, it's super complex. It changes a lot from like the beginning to the finish, and the finish is incredibly long. So there's like this quality in the middle that to me, it's sort of deceptive, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's almost like it goes from like a super light, like early summer strawberry, and then it deepens into like a dark cherry, dark berry, like more raspberry, blackberry, that kind of like darker berries. And then there's like a quality that's almost like licorice, but not in an overwhelming way, which is why I think it was so difficult for me to pick out. It's something just so complementary that sort of ties all of these different fruit flavors together. And then it finishes so bold. It is such a bold finish, and it just lingers and lingers for days. I'm not even mad about it. All right, so final thoughts on Argyle. The entry level was good. It wasn't super surprising to me as far as like the palate was concerned, but it did have a very nice like evolving quality to it. So if you're finding it at like the higher end, if you're finding it at like 27, 28, I'd probably pass. But you know, where you can get it for like 22 to 25, even 25, I feel like is kind of pushing it. Oh, he's big mad. He doesn't want to be here anymore. He doesn't like it. But he's the reason that we're opening up this expensive bottle of wine, booby. But it's your birthday, so if you want to go, you go. Okay, happy birthday, booby. The Nut House, on the other hand, I would not hesitate to pay $47 again for this bottle. It was really, really yummy. It's really surprising. It's very complex. It's very interesting how it goes from like it presents super light and like very like light early summer fruit, and then comes and turns into like this very jammy, deep, sort of like star anise and baking spice kind of drying. Honestly, like really big bodied for a Pinot Noir. Typically, I push people into Pinot Noirs whenever they're going from, oh, I only drink sweet reds and now I want to start getting into like more interesting reds. Pinot Noirs is usually where I start people out because they're pretty light bodied and they're, you know, just super easy drinking. The Willamette Valley, the entry level Argyle, I think definitely is that Pinot Noir. It's definitely that one that is going to be great for somebody who's just kind of starting to delve into reds. And I think that that the complexity there is enough that if you're somebody who's maybe like, you already drink a lot of reds and you're with like a mixed group, this is going to be a great option for you. And I don't think $22 is like a ton for a Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. Did I want it to be a little bit more surprising and complex? Maybe just a touch. Just a touch. I wouldn't pay $28 for this bottle, but I'm happy at $22. The Nut House, though, definitely super surprised me. I'm very impressed with that. That is out of the Master Series. They have a ton of other options. So if you are in the market for a Pinot Noir, I would definitely give these a throw. If you buy the regular at $22, $28, and you think that it's worth the price that you paid for it, then you're absolutely going to want to try the higher end ones. You're going to be very happy with it for what you paid for it. So that is my opinion. Take that information, do with what you will. Everybody wish Trooper a happy birthday. So, you know, he's kind of like Tinkerbell. If you don't give him the attention, he just like dies. Thanks for watching.